For Isaac Wild, crop dusting is the combination of two lifelong passions.
I've always kind of had a love for farming and realized that I like flying too. I still get to work with the farmers on a daily basis, which I think is just a joy.
After flying for another company, 24-year-old Isaac decided to start his own business, Wild Air Service, based in Brookings, South Dakota.
Really started out with, I went to the bank and asked the banker if there was any way this was even possible, and he goes, yep. So from there on out, it was kind of like, okay, let's do this, you know?
There are only a couple thousand ag pilots in the U.S., but their work is essential to U.S. farmers. Aerial application is the fastest way to fertilize the crops and protect them from insects.
Insects can do a lot of damage within 24 hours. So when we can go out and get 150, 200 acres an hour sprayed, you know, we can get a lot of work done in a day where you just can't get that with a ground applicator.
Isaac does his spraying in a Thrush S2R with a 600 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine.
The thing burns through fuel like no other, but it does a really nice job for what I use it for. It's kind of an entry-level airplane, still big enough to get the job done, but not the cost of a turbine.
Ag planes need so much power to carry the heavy liquid loads out to the fields.
And we're carrying 400 gallons of liquid and another 100 gallons of fuel. You'll see how slow we take off and how much runway we burn up, and these things, they're rather doggy when you load them up to max gross.
Flying with all that weight is just one of the many challenges that ag pilots face.
One of the most challenging things is the weather. Daily we fight temp, dew point, humidity, and wind especially is our big challenge, and rain, but it's just part of our task, our job that we got to put up with, you know.
Maneuvering around obstacles is also a major challenge for the pilots who fly just a few feet above the ground.
We do a lot of calculated risks, you know. What a normal person might think's risky, to us it's maybe another day in the office.
But that unique day in the office is what keeps Isaac busy flying over the fields, helping the farmers protect their crops.
The experience is, like I said, no other. You know, it's an adrenaline rush, but at the same time, it's still work. I mean, you get your days when the day's just taking forever, the air's really rough and bumpy, the airplane's not flying the way you'd like, you know, but then you get the days when you just got to pinch yourself and say, man, I can't believe they're paying me to do this, you know.
In Brookings, South Dakota, Josh Cochran, AOPA Live.